Cataloging all of these books would take forever. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there was something already in place? Something that had been in development for decades, is being used all over the world, and that could already be used to show the information about these books to people who maybe want to learn more about them, or people who would like to just know information about these books. Well, there is. Now, Onyx is part of the XML language, part of which came from HTML, which XML stands for Extreme Markup Language. If it doesn't make it clear already that started in 2000, where everything wasn't extreme enough. Now let's look over the history of the Onyx. In 2000, Onyx for Books was the original version. 2001 had version 2.0, which branched out into different types for different countries. 2.1 version .02 was big in US, the United Kingdom, and Germany, while 2.1 version .04 was big in Japan. Another way that it had branched out is actually in a different subset, such as Onyx PL. Now, what makes Onyx PL so important is that a library can point out whether or not this license that they have is just a standard template library license, or is there a special term or need that people need to know before reviewing or using the data. Version 3.0 of Onyx for Books came out in 2009. In 2012, Onyx branched out into Onyx for Serials, which include the Onyx Pricing Catalog, which talks about the pricing of serials, the Onyx Preservation Holdings, which talks about the status of what is being preserved, the Serials Release Notification, which talks about also like the status of it, but like whether or not, how soon it can be until it comes out, Serials Online Holdings, which talks about this talks about the preservation status of something being held. Serials for Product Subscription, which is like sort of the main part, just talks about subscriptions like journals and their status and what to know about them. And in 2014 we have version 3.0.1, which is not backwards compatible due to some mistakes that the previous versions had. Due to the mistakes of the previous versions, the 2.0 has now been considered sunset. And I kind of like the name of sunset because it gives me the image of a cowboy just riding off into the sunset. Did its work. Now on to another adventure. Now to some people, having something being backwards compatible, always needing the new ones, may seem nefarious. Like how you always need to buy the newer model to do the same thing, like these video games. But keep in mind that Onyx is free for everyone, so there's no easy money being made here. In other words, Onyx is not only used to show and share the information of books, but also shares the information of a subscription or a serial, like a journal. And if you are an electronic resource management librarian, you can go and show whether or not your library has a special term or need in your license, and Onyx will point that out really quickly. That's why it's very important for an electronic resource librarian to know about Onyx. Thank you.